YouTube? It's your boy Jay Steph, man. We back at it with another UK drill CCTV video. Apparently, a Leicester murder got caught on CCTV. I don't think this was no gang shit. I think this is just like some true crime shit. But this is happening in London, in England, wherever this shit at, wherever Leicester's at. It's happening over there, all right? So I'm pretty sure y'all probably heard about this shit. We finna tap in right now. Original Sin. We reacted to Original Sin video probably a minute ago. I'm not going to lie. It was definitely a minute ago. But it was a good video. You know what I'm saying? So we're back at it with another Original Sin video. So if you're watching this, bro, shout out to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is going well. Y'all see the video title right here, so if y'all want to go check that out, Original Sin, Leicester murder caught on CCTV. Stop being stupid and go over there. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to bro as well too. Be sure to tap the links down below, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, we'll let Original Sin take it over, and we're gonna see what's going on. Let's see what's happening with this murder. Let's see.
The city centre, 2 a.m. It's all on camera. The man in black doesn't know the man in the white t-shirt is armed. Punches, boots go in. The man in white goes down. Gets up, gives chase.
Oh! Wait, what?
The knife is already in his hand.
Oh yeah, he pulled it out. Okay, I'm peeping. Oh, they probably gonna get into it. Hey, yo, though, but like, it looked like, I ain't gonna lie, the situation looked like it was like, it looked like they was at like some bar or something. You know, when people get drunk and stuff, you know how that go. It happens like that all the time when you outside, and that's always a possibility that could happen. That's why I personally don't really go out like that, especially at like bars and shit at night, because of shit like this, and shit could really way go left. Like in America, we have guns and shit. I mean, y'all know that, and y'all have guns and shit over there too. But y'all know, like, stuff can go down. People get drunk, you know what I mean? Maybe somebody say something disrespectful because he's drunk. They're not in the right state of mind. Now every shot is being flying and corn is flying everywhere. And next thing you know, an innocent bystander get hit. And they're like a 4-year college student that's about to graduate. And it was the day before their graduation. Like, it always happens like that, bro. But yeah, that's why I don't really go out like that, for real.
When detectives arrive at a scene like this, they don't start with motive. They start with what they can prove. And here, they have 3 things right away: CCTV, witnesses, and a fleeing pair. But they still need names. Just a few hours later, police arrive at an address. They need to get inside. It takes 7 minutes before the door opens. Inside, they find both suspects. And around the flat, they find something else. Signs of activity.
So these niggas did y'all see the description? Bro, this crime scene was over there. These niggas went down the street. What the?
In those missing hours. Trainers inside a washing machine, mid-cycle. Clothing stuffed into unexpected places in the kitchen. When officers ask the man for his name, he gives a false one. These details will matter later, because at trial, prosecutors will argue this shows awareness. An attempt to distance themselves from what happened.
Yeah, it shows awareness, and it shows awareness that you're putting stuff into the washing machine. First of all, why the fuck are you still at your house of residence if you knew you off that nigga? First of all, why are you even washing the clothes? Why are you not burning them and leaving the country? There's something wrong with you idiots. You can't just keep I don't think that was planned, but, like, nigga, you've done a murder now. You've done a Mazza. Like, it's time to be smart. You know what I'm saying? I'm not condoning, but I'm just saying, bro.
Panic, confusion, fear.
You know the lady snitch.
And now we can name the male suspect. Patrick McDonough, and the female defendant.
He's 20 years old? Yo. Young as hell.
Modern homicide investigations are built on volume. In a city centre on a Saturday night, cameras are everywhere. Council CCTV, shop fronts, taxi dash cams, residential doorbells, bus-mounted systems, and phones. Dozens of phones recording the night. In this case, investigators assembled footage from 17 separate camera systems.
Damn!
They took statements from 43 witnesses.
Damn!
Not all of them saw the attack, but they saw movements, directions, timings, behavior before and after. And when you layer those 43 accounts over 17 camera angles, gaps start to close. What no single witness can explain.
It's like
the
what
pattern.
started it off. It's like there was like, sorry for pausing. There was like, of course, a bar argument or some shit. Like the ladies and shit, ladies are actually trying to calm it down for real. So I'm assuming that the defendant, which is the girl in this case, was probably like his girlfriend or whatever type shit, because they're putting her into it too. And I know she gonna snitch. That
reveals.
I mean,
Now we can
it's
find
not wrong with snitching. I'm just saying she gonna tell on you, bro. So like all that hiding and shit, it don't matter, bro. You're going to jail.
ask the only question that matters at the start of every homicide inquiry. Who were these people to each other and to the victim?
Who are they? Who were they?
Abu Bakr Abbas, born September 1997, 22 years old. He's out in Leicester that night, moving between venues, just minutes before everything turns. And one detail keeps appearing in the evidence: his right hand. Records note he has a cast linked to a previous fracture, and separate court material explains broken bones in his hand around 2 weeks earlier. That fact doesn't tell you what he wanted that night. It tells you what he physically had, an injured hand that was visible. Now the couple. The female defendant tells police she and McDonough are friends, an occasional relationship. They start the night drinking, then head into town. And what witnesses remember about McDonough inside the club is consistent. Rowdy, aggressive, ejected by door staff, then later allowed back in.
See, look at him. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is why niggas don't go out, because you got niggas like him, right, who just get in the bars, they get a little drinks in him, now he's rowdy, and you already see that he was the aggressor in this. They already said that he got kicked out the club. Nigga, that's strike number one. No, actually, strike number one was you was in there getting rowdy when the witnesses saw that. That's strike number one. Strike number two, you got kicked out the club. That's strike number two. So now you're giving all evidence and all accounts of you were the aggressor, so you can't be like, oh, I'm defending myself. No, you don't. I mean, even the CCTV shows it. You can't say that, because you definitely, I mean, you've already shown that you have been the aggressor or been in that type of mind state throughout the whole night. So you getting in an altercation with him is just showing what you was on that night type vibe. You feel me? So
club is about to close early, and it's nothing to do with last orders. Abbas gets into the club through a rear fire exit. CCTV captures it, and inside there are police officers in the venue until Leicester City Council officers and police close it for a breach of COVID-19 regulations. Everyone spills back onto the street, but before that, earlier in the evening, the female defendant and McDonough had entered the same club, past metal detectors, and something was missed. At trial, prosecutors reveal that the female defendant had concealed a knife, likely inside her bra, and brought it through into the venue. Her account would change across 4 interviews.
See what I'm saying? Y'all pulled up already on bullshit. Like, what is, bro? Y'all going out to have a good time, or y'all going down to yin y'all op down? Which one is it? Because what's the point of bringing a knife if you not on that? Like, seriously speaking, bro. And I'm pretty sure any gang member that I know that would talk to them, they'll be like, nigga, what is you on, bro? Why are you bringing a bladed article, which I like to call it and shit like that? What are you bringing a bladed article for? For what?
Views, but one version
You're not a
remains
gangbanger.
consistent.
What the hell are you bringing that shit
She
for?
claims McDonough had shown her the weapon earlier that night, and that she took it from him to keep people safe, to prevent something from happening.
I mean, if
the
she did that,
prosecution
then
would
yeah,
argue
but
she was a
can't rule
custodian
anything out,
holding it ready for him to use. The defense would argue she was trying to protect people by keeping it away from him. Two completely opposing realities, same physical act. A group forms. 4 young women, the female defendant, McDonough, and Abbas, and they take a taxi to Braunstone Gate, where venues are still open. The taxi is where the temperature changes.
A shared taxi.
In the Crown's opening, prosecutors say McDonough harassed Abbas throughout the short journey, bullying and picking on him. And even in the forensic briefing, There's a suggestion the conflict includes racial abuse.
So,
Whatever exactly
so
is
these
said
niggas got in the same taxi, and this is what happened?
in that taxi,
Oh, hell no.
everyone agrees on the outcome. They arrive, and the argument comes with them.
See?
They get out near an ATM, and for a moment, this is critical, it looks like it might die down. Because the defense says that towards the end of the taxi ride, they fist bumped, an apparent truce. And if you're the police watching this later, that creates your first major puzzle. If it was over, why does it restart?
Yeah, I'm about to say, if it was over, why did it
CCTV
restart? It never
shows
ended. It never ended, but he was still on hot.
Group shifting back and forth, the women between the men at points, then McDonough and the female defendant walk away. Abbas heads the other way. And this is where the timeline develops its first gap
So
that
how
the
the
jury
hell-
will feel later.
So how the hell did they meet back up if they already left? Like, was they
So
had
before
to
we
been looking for
analyze
this
the
nigga.
attack, we need to understand that legal trap, because the entire case turns on what was in her mind while she held that weapon.
Whether or not the female defendant's actions crossed the legal threshold of from someone merely present to someone criminally liable is a very fine line and a hard one to define. The key issue for the jury is what was her intent at any particular time. Assessing whether someone's possession of a knife is in fact supporting the safety of others by keeping the knife away from the scene, or whether it's simply being custodian, holding it ready for the knifeman to use it as and when he needs.
And judging from this, what do we hear all the time in drill music? We've heard it from many a time from drill rappers. I need a baddie to hold my skang. All right. What did Chink say? You know, I didn't leave that match with Keisha. You know, it was Becky that held that beat. Damn,
Is
real
a
shit.
fine line.
Becky meaning white girl.
A lot of the
Sorry, I didn't-
assessment
look, I
the
didn't- I'm
jury
not being-
makes
I'm
from
not being
there
that
will
way.
depend on the surrounding circumstances, what actually happens, what actually is done, and the timing of those particular moments. The jury had to decide whether the female defendant's actions were defensive, seeking to defend either herself or Mr. McDonough from Mr. Abbas. If they couldn't be sure that her actions were not defensive, they had to acquit her.
CCTV captures a lot of this night, but it doesn't capture everything. There is a window where the group separates, and then they come back together. And in cases like this, that missing window becomes a
kicked his
battleground,
ass.
because it's where intent might form.
Ho. Look at Shorty. Hold on. These niggas get the racking. Hold on, cuz.
CCTV captures a lot of this night, but it doesn't capture everything.
Wait, so did they chase him down the street?
There is a window where the group separates,
I just noticed it. I'm sorry for pausing. This is back in 2020. This is a minute ago.
and then they come back together. And in cases like this, that missing window becomes a battleground, because it's where intent might form, or where panic might take over. When they're back on camera again, positions have changed, distances close.
Oh, knocked his ass down.
this
And
is-
see, there you go. RIP to this young man. You know what I'm saying? RIP to him. Actually, I was around the same age around in 2020. Yeah, type shit. So he's probably the same age as me now. So, but RIP to this man. But yeah, him falling on the ground, that's what did it. Give me my blade. And it was over.
The first time, CCTV captures the knife. It's visible. McDonough has it. And the movement becomes directional, less like an argument, more like pursuit.
Look at him.
Prosecutors say that by the end of the confrontation, the picture is clear. McDonough is advancing with the weapon, and the female defendant is there with him, kicking out as Abbas tries to get away.
See, she was trying to play victim. Nah,
At
shorty, you
around
going to jail
2:05
too. I ain't gonna hold
a.m.,
you.
Abbas is struck in the neck.
Oh,
He
they
crosses the
Oh my
street.
God, did y'all see it? It happened right there. It was quick. It was quick as hell.
Abbas tries to
see
get
it?
away. At around 2:05 a.m., Abbas is struck in the
Boom. It happened right there, bro. He went boom. And that's how fast it was. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know why he stayed, nigga. I would have ran. I would have just kept running. Like, nigga, you're not about to catch me. You have a bladed article. I don't have shit. Nigga, I'm running. What the fuck am I staying for?
neck.
Not gonna lie.
He crosses the street, stumbles, collapses, never regaining consciousness.
Oh my gosh.
2 days later, He is certified dead,
Oh
and the
my
pair
God.
leave immediately.
And you see how, I'm sorry for pausing, you see how quick, a split second, all it takes is a split second, bro. Dead. Stabbed in the neck. Just like that. Gone. Life. Gone. So I be trying to express to my young G's, all the GMs that I know, that I personally know on IG and shit, man. Get out this life. Not saying that they were in this life. This is just, I don't know what this nigga was on. I don't even think this nigga was a gang member or anything like that. But I'm just saying, as far as just the gang life, bruh, get out that shit, man. Deadass.
When pathologists examine a fatal wound, they're not just recording injury, they're interpreting intent. Dr. Stuart Hamilton's report describes a single incised wound to the neck,
Damn.
deep enough to sever a major artery.
Damn.
The injury is most consistent with a slashing action rather than a stabbing action, as it was longer on the surface than it penetrated into the neck. The force required is not severe, but the prosecution will argue that the angle is precise and the wound was deliberately targeted at the vulnerable neck of the victim. It was a deliberate act, executed with lethal intent. But the weapon is never recovered, which means the case is going to pivot on something else, what people saw, and what the female defendant herself says.
I wonder if she went to jail too.
The female defendant is interviewed 4 times over 2 days,
Damn.
and the sequence matters, because the first time she speaks, she says nothing about the knife at all. Prosecutors call this consciousness of guilt. The defense calls it panic, someone trying to explain an impossible night. And now the question for the jury sharpens. Was the female defendant a participant or a witness who didn't leave? At Leicester Crown Court, both defendants face the same charge, murder.
Wow.
If convicted, the sentence is mandatory, life imprisonment. For Patrick McDonough, there is no real question. 17 camera angles, 43 witnesses, pathology evidence showing deliberate, lethal intent. He is captured on CCTV, advancing with a weapon, cornering Abbas, and delivering the fatal blow.
No mask though.
His conviction is almost inevitable. The trial, in truth, is about one person, the female defendant. She testifies she was scared. The judge gives the jury their task. For McDonough, did he murder Abu Bakr Abbas? For the female defendant, did she intend for Patrick McDonough to cause really serious harm? Did she encourage or assist him, knowing what would follow? If the jury believes she armed him, knowing violence was likely, she faces the same sentence as the man who held the knife. Life imprisonment. Minimum term measured in decades. She would leave court in her early 20s and re-enter society in middle age, if she's ever released at all.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, if that was true, that she got shown the knife from bruh after they were already out, if you're gonna play it like that, you could probably save yourself. That's if it was actually like that. Don't be on here lying and stuff like that because somebody died at this. That's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But if in hindsight that was true, that she got shown the blade and she took it from him to, you know what I'm saying, to protect, you know, whatever, like to keep it away from, you know, him, just in case he might do something stupid like this. And don't get in the comment section saying, oh, then why didn't she just throw it out the window or like just throw it away or some shit? I mean, yeah, you probably could have just thrown it in the trash and nobody would have known. It's not like that you committed a murder with that same knife or anything like that. So you probably could have just threw it away for real, actually. But I don't know, man. Let's see.
All without ever striking a blow herself. Patrick McDonough is convicted of murder. Life imprisonment. Minimum term 26 years.
Oh!
The female defendant is acquitted of murder. Convicted only of possessing the weapon. Sentenced to 18 months.
Okay,
released
she got 18
immediately
months.
on time
So
served. At
she got a year and some change. Yeah, she probably been out. This nigga though, over with. 26 years, you're
sentencing,
done.
the judge
And nigga gonna get out at 26. Nigga is 20 years old. Dumbass,
addresses
bro.
her
Just an
directly.
idiot, bro.
He tells her he never wants to see her in his court again. She walks free. The jury returned the verdict, the evidence required, but the judge's warning carries its own weight, because this case doesn't end with a simple lesson. The real question isn't whether justice was done. It was. It's how close the line was, and how easily it could have gone the other way.
The jury examined the evidence carefully and they reached the correct conclusion. They were not sure that the female defendant intended Patrick McDonough to inflict really serious harm, and so they acquitted her of murder. That verdict was right. Juries are rightly very slow to convict someone who hasn't in fact inflicted any serious violence of murder or manslaughter. It's right that they are cautious before convicting secondary parties. No sentence is ever going to bring back someone who has been killed. The mandatory life sentence for murder is fixed by law. But here is what this case must teach us. This is a case where the secondary party, the female defendant, was right there, close up. She came within a jury's careful scrutiny of spending the rest of her life in prison, not because she was guilty, the jury found she was not, but because joint enterprise law requires every court to examine hard the role of everyone present at serious violence. What did they know? What did they intend? And what did they enable? What people need to understand is how close that line can be without ever striking a blow yourself. If the jury had been sure that she intended serious harm when she held that weapon, when she stayed through those confrontations, when she kicked out during the chase, she would be serving the same sentence as Patrick McDonough today. That's not a technicality. That's the law of joint enterprise working exactly as it's designed to, holding people accountable not just for what they do, but for what they enable, what they encourage, and what they fail to stop when they could have walked away. If there's a lesson here, it's this. Presence has consequences. And if you're there, if you're involved, if you're assisting, even passively, you are gambling with your entire future.
For the legal system, the case of Abu Bakr Abbas is closed. Patrick McDonough will be in his 50s before he is even eligible for parole.
Yeah, you're gonna be
The
46,
female defendant is free today. But for the Abbas family, there is no release date.
Yep.
In court, the judge spoke about a young man with his whole life ahead of him. Gone.
22 years
They
old.
have lost a son. The city has lost a life. And that is a life sentence that no verdict can ever overturn.
That's facts, bro. Shout out to Original Sin. Shout out to the video, man. What's up to him? This is a great video. Hope y'all like my thoughts and reaction to it. Tap them links down below. Music is down below. Everything you need. Music is down below. Everything you need is down there. You know what I'm saying? Tap that description. Until next time, it's your boy.